Hi, it's Alex from Stadler-Kahn once again. It's the end of January or the beginning of February, what I commonly refer to as the doldrums of winter, when it feels as though there will never be another blossom on another tree, another leaf, another nothing. And you might be a little blue at this time of year, you might even be depressed. And you need something sustaining to kind of bring you back to life, but you don't have much energy. So you're going to make what I call winter doldrum white bean soup. My mom made this all through the winter, and it is, in the profoundest sense of the word, restorative. So for this soup, which practically makes itself, you could be depressed and make the soup because you don't need energy to make this soup. You barely, need to be moving. A can of white beans, chicken broth, a little bit of rosemary, a lemon, an onion, black pepper, some toast. I got my toast, this is from Metropolitan Bakery, focaccia, makes nice toast. Slit it down the middle, toast it, get it crunchy. And somebody gave you, at Christmas or whenever, fancy olive oil. So we're going to use our fancy olive oil today. This is a very good use for a tiny amount of delicious olive oil. Regular olive oil is good too. We're going to heat up a little bit of oil. Chop up our onion. Can you see? There we go. There's no need to do any fancy mincing with this onion. Just chop. Peel. Come on. All right. Chop, 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 chop. Come on. Get away, peel. Same side. One small to medium onion chopped up and sauteed. Woo! We're gonna saute this until it's translucent, not until it's caramelized. So we're going to come back in a second with a lovely sauteed, translucent, yummy onion. Okay, bye. So now our onions have gotten translucent, nicely translucent, and we're going to open up a can of white beans, kidney beans or white beans. We're going to pour off a little bit of the liquid, but keep a fair amount of it. We are going to dump that in a pot. We're going to stir it around so your onions stop cooking. Now, this is very complicated. We're going to take an equivalent, don't cut yourself, an equivalent amount of broth. Bloop, 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 bloop. I'm impatient. There we go. And put that in the pot. We're going to pinch off a little bit of rosemary. We're going to, now you are going to mince. Oh, you are going to mince. About this much. Rosemary is powerful. So you don't need a lot in the bowl. All right, now pot of soup. Cook. Warm it through. You could do this, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes, okay? So I'll be back in 10 or 20 minutes with soup. The soup is simmering now for about 10, 20 minutes. It's bubbling nicely. Take your slutty little slotted spoon. Oh, she's a saucy little slutty spoon. And use your slutty slatted spoon to sluttily remove about a third of your beans and onion. We need these for later because they're going to be providing the wonderful toothsome quality of the soup. Then we're going to turn off our soup. You could let it cool for a little while, or you could be a daredevil like me. And now, I am armed with an immersion blender. This immersion blender, she's German, she's from Braun, and Carla Caruso, the Elsa Peretti of our time. Check out her jewelry at carlacarusojewelry.com. She really makes very exquisite, simple, kind of perfect jewelry. She gave me this for a birthday present. We've known each other for a long time. And this is Brigitte, the immersion blender. She's German. Okay, so what I didn't know with the immersion blender at the beginning was you have to put it down to the bottom of the soup. Otherwise, you get like hit in the face with hot soup. So Brigitte and I had a difficult relationship at the beginning, but we've worked it out, I hope. Here we go. She's just, she's zhuzhing now. Zhuzh, zhuzh, zhuzh. I'm always a little careful with her because I have, you know, memories. You could also do this in the blender. That would be fine. Then you're going to return your beans to your soup. Now your soup is almost done. The work of this soup really comes... Oh, I need a ladle. Hang on. The work of this soup and the heavenly quality of the soup comes in the garnish. The first part of the garnish is little toast cubes. I got focaccia bread from Metropolitan Bakery, and I'm going to cut it into little cubes. Little, like, half-inch diced up cubes. Na-na-na. Make your toast fingers. There's a finger of toast. Oh, my dog is eating a little toast cube that fell. And you want nice crispy. It's a good use of stale bread because you want nice toasty little crumbs. Your bowl. A lovely slice of lemon. A little more from our rosemary branch. Rosemary! Rosemary! I was thinking yesterday that Rosemary Focaccia would be like the name of the school secretary in an elementary school. Please come to the office to see Rosemary Focaccia about your permission slip. Sorry. That was stupid. Okay, so... soup, ladle, 2 ladles. Pick up some of your big whole beans. This is what I like to do with a slice of lemon anytime I use it. Pinch it. Then our croutons, black pepper, the rosemary, and then somebody brought to your house fancy olive oil. And you don't use it every day because it's very fancy. But because in the soup, you're going to taste it, this is when you use just a beautiful little znoosh of that oil. I used to have a spoon. Hang on, I want to try my soup. Okay, so there's olive oil, there's rosemary, there's lemon, all sitting in that bowl. And so it's hearty, it's wholesome, it tastes like of the earth and comfort. And it feels like somebody's mom made you this soup, even though you made it yourself. A little more lemon juice. And I'm a happy man. So, winter doldrum soup. It's practically non-fat. So it's also a good like post-holiday orgy, I'm cleaning up my act kind of soup. Just in every little bite, you get olive oil, lemon, rosemary, bread, and there you have it. It'll be Valentine's Day soon, and that will be excruciating in its own way. I love you. Goodbye.